Hello, Tiffany here with Cards Crafty Creations. So I wanted to shoot a quick video here. We've been in California for about 3 weeks now, and so we've been here on a work trip, and since our family is here, we have been we stayed longer. Our work event was a week and we came a week before, and we're leaving a week and a half later, just so we can stay and visit family while we traveled all the way from Indiana to California. And so while I was here, I kind of wanted to show you what I've been up to, because I certainly couldn't go a whole month without doing any crafting, and my mom had some projects that she wanted me to do for her, but she had originally wanted me to take them back to Indiana and do them and then bring them back the next time we come out. But I thought I might as well just do them here so I don't have to take them back and forth. So I did have to borrow craft supplies from my friends. My friend Kim, who lives here, we did craft every Friday like we used to when I lived here. So every Friday that I have been here, which has been 3 Fridays, we have got together at 3 and crafted until like 11 o'clock at night. So I had to borrow some supplies from her, and then I bought some supplies here. Well, my mom bought them for me to do her projects, and so I kind of wanted to show you what I have done to those things. They are all Alice in Wonderland themed projects, and we have decorated her mantle with a lot of the Alice in Wonderland products I've made. She collects rabbits, so that's also fitting for the theme, and so I thought I would take you on just a little tour to show you what I have made while I have been here for 3 weeks. Okay, so here we go. This is my mom's house that I'm in, and so I will just show you some of the things that we got going on here. I usually decorate her mantle and her furniture, but since I'm not here, she's been doing it herself, but I did, spruce it up just a little bit when I added these new elements. So let's what she's got. So this was one of the pieces that I did. It's actually just a picture frame on a stand, like it swings back and forth. And it actually had all of this embellishment on it already, so I didn't even have to do anything. And so what I did was I took Prima Marketing. They have Decoupage supplies, and so I bought just about every Alice in Wonderland one that they had, and then I glued it to a backer board, and then I used some acrylic paint to kind of blend the edges, along with some folk art wax to do the brown areas, and then kind of blend the images together so they don't look like so separated. And then I got some I even took the white paint and kind of distressed the frame, and then I did gold rub and buff on the elements and around the edges, and so that is this project, which I think came out really good. The frame was actually really already distressed, so I just kind of added the white layer to it. So that was one project that I did. And then this was one I did a long time ago. It is a Alice in Wonderland cloche, and I don't know I actually did a video on it. I don't believe I did. I have a short of it, but this is just a cloche from the Dollar Tree. And then I got these cutouts. They're kind of on they're not chipboard, but they're heavy cardstock. And so I kind of just made a little cloche. This stand is from Goodwill, and I just painted it and then stuck the cloche onto it. So that was one of the projects. I didn't do that here, I did that back home. This is an Alice in Wonderland hat. So when we had our wedding vow renewal for 20 years, we put on a big Alice in Wonderland party at my folks' house for the reception and everything, and I made this hat for my mom, and I made my own hat, which I have a future project for that coming up later for me to display my own hat. This is the art piece that I did last year for art competition for the local art museum. This actually has a whole video tutorial on my website or on YouTube where you can see me build this whole entire thing. My mom wanted it, so I brought it back here for her to have and display on her mantle. So that is a older project. This is the second Alice project that I did. So my mom got this, it is a, like a, how do I put it? It's like a cabinet door that she rummaged from my brother's backyard. I don't know, she doesn't know where it came from. We sold our house to my brother and I don't know where it came from. So anyways, it was just in the wood pile. So she brought it home and my dad painted it white. And so I got some more of the Prima marketing Decoupage paper and I Mod Podged it to this. This is also part of the Decoupage paper. They're all different packs, what I've been using. So I did this part first, and then I did the bigger sheet, and then I took some water based markers and a water brush, and I colored Alice and the rabbit with those. Otherwise it is just black and white. There is no color to it, and I wanted a focal point, so that's what I did. I got water. They were actually, those are what I borrowed from my friend. They're the Arteza. They're kind of like Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, but they're Arteza brand. And so I was able to color that and kind of make it like a watercolor with some shading and gradients and stuff. So I think that came out really good. I also used the wax to distress it. I actually used a paint marker to kind of do this black outline right here. And I just took the paint marker and went around the edges and did like kind of a faux, I don't know what it's called, some faux outlining, I guess. And then I also used the gold rub and buff on all the edges to just give it that little bit more pop that you pick up in the light. And then this is a knob my mom had on hand. So I just adhered it, screwed it to the board. So that was the second project that I did for her while I was here. That is a project of mine I did last fall. I believe there's a YouTube video on it, but there may not be. I can't exactly remember. And then this is the major project I did for my mom that is on my YouTube channel, where I got that rabbit head and I bought a frame from TJ Maxx and I transformed it into a Alice in Wonderland piece that she had been wanting for some time. She really likes Mackenzie Child's aesthetic, which is a lot of this kind of I don't know, diamond print, black and white check kind of stuff. So I've been trying to do some of that stuff for her. So this is actually a big video on my YouTube as well. So that is the second piece I actually did while I was here. And then the very last piece I did for her was this clock. So I'll try and pan the clock. It's actually a pretty big clock. It is a wall clock, and I will say it's more than 3 feet tall. It's probably 4 feet tall, and it was painted white already, so that was good. And I took more of the Prima marketing decoupage paper, and I just tore it, got it where I wanted it. And then this is another one that I used the water-based markers on to color the image. And I tried to like tie the bottom and the top together. I'm not completely sold on how I left that white there. I wanted white to stay visible, almost like this is like kind of damaged work, but I think I should have left some open space here. But so that's in retrospect to what I had done. Now I did leave like white here, but I should have left like a lot more. Then I did the cat up here. That's still more, I colored him like the Disney original cartoon version with the pink and purple. That's what I prefer, that's what I grew up with. And so I just thought it was good little element to add up there, like he's still watching her like he does. And then I didn't do much with the clock face. I put brown wax in here and tried to distress it some more. It has some damaged spots right there, but it was already like this. And all I did was I added, this was gray, so I added dry brushing of white. I did the paint marker around the edges, as you could see here, and then I did the gold rub and buff over the top just to give it some more character. So that's what I did here also. I did it along all of the edges. I took the wax and did like a sponging on all the edges to distress them, and then I took the wax over it. And so I think this came out really good. And the clock pendulum was actually already gold, so it kind of just tied everything together. So that was the 3 projects that I worked on while I was here, because as I said, I can't not craft when I'm not at home. I'm crafting all the time. And so those are the things that I did. Those are the 3 things she wanted me to do while I was here, and I was able to get them done. And luckily there's a store here in a town next to our town that sells the Prima stuff and the chalk paint and the rub-ons and all that kind of stuff. So I was able to go there and get everything I needed to do the project. And so I was really grateful for that. Otherwise, I probably would have had to order it. I'd still probably get it done. But now I don't have to take them back to Indiana to bring them back here, and she gets to enjoy them currently. So I hope you liked the video. A little something different. So I just wanted to share that. I'm crafting all the time, not just at home. While I was crafting with my friend Kim on the Friday nights, I actually made, one night I made a bunch of, they look like embroidery hoops, but they're only like this big. They're small. They're like almost like, I'm gonna make them magnets is what I'm gonna make them. But I did make those. I've made 2 albums while I was here, and I went through her craft stuff and got me a nice little stash to take home with me. So yeah, anyways, I craft. Crafting is my life. That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. It never gets old. It only gets better as new product comes out and inspires you. So anyways, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.